Hey guys, I'm EJ and this is I'd Review That. There's a rumor going around that country music has a hitch in its giddy up. Well, flip your cap back. We're going to see Lee Brice. So I love seeing live music. I don't care if it's a festival, in a stadium, at a little venue, or even somebody's backyard. I have been going to see live music ever since I was like 11 years old. My dad took me to my first concert where I saw Green Day during their Insomniac tour, and then a few months later, he took me to see AC/DC during their Ball Breaker tour. And when I was in high school, during the weekends, you could almost always find me at some kind of local show. A couple buddies and I even started our own punk rock band for a couple of years in high school. But if you had told me that I was going to enjoy going to see live country music, I probably would have laughed at you. But boy, was I wrong. I've been to country music dive bars, I've been to the Nashville Honky Tonks, I've seen shows at the Grand Ole Opry, and I even attended a live taping of Nashville's Star. And I have seen Lee Brice play at least a dozen times, dating all the way back to when he used to play festivals and parks. And recently I was invited to come see Lee Brice and the Band play at the Ranch in Fort Myers, Florida. So at the show, I had an all-access pass. So I got to see some of the stuff that happens backstage, hang out with the band, hang out with the crew a little bit. I got to see their guitar world. But in order to really enjoy a concert, you got to go out into the house and see the band from the front. Now, one caveat I want to give you is that the clips I took were all with my cell phone, so the video quality and the audio quality probably isn't the best, and it's no indication on how the sound actually sounds in person. You really got to see it in person to experience the full effect. Now, one of the biggest surprises about going to see live country music is how much it rocks. They've really turned it on during those live shows, and Lee Brice and the band are no exception.
I think I did about 25 Jaeger bombs last time I was here. I might have tried to throw a stool through a window, I'm not sure, but either way, we had a damn good time. I want y'all to have a damn good time tonight.
And one of the best indicators of good live show is the crowd involvement. Is the crowd really getting involved, or are they kind of feigning interest because they're being prodded by the band? Well, I can tell you that the people in Lee Brice's crowd are definitely into the music.
Who you are, hold it above your head, let them look around. Because when they get to look around and they see all of you and see this sight, they hear and feel a big thank you. And let's sing them a song.
Even during the instrumental, the crowd stays involved and the band rocks. And they can bring the house down with the drum solo. And admittedly, Lee Brice already has songs that rock. But then he also has songs like Rumor that have a little bit more of a twang to it in the recording. But when they played it live this night, they put a little bit of a reggae twist on the opening and then rocked it a little bit more during the song.
Town round so dance love. I pull you back and tap me on the shoulder, making a motion like a jogging in closer. They wanna know what's up, I'm still holding up, even when the song is over. There's a rumor about me and you stirring up my little town last week.
And Lee Brice and the band left the crowd wanting more. This was a late show. They didn't actually start playing until about 10:30, 10:45 p.m. And that crowd was jacked the entire time through their entire set.
One more time, get up for yourselves. Thank y'all for being out here tonight. You say beautiful. We love you. We'll see you next time.
Things is that Lee Brice took some time at the end of the show to sign some autographs. He signed somebody's hat and he even signed somebody's boot. Pressed to find a bad review about Lee Brice and the band. And trust me, I went through several pages of Google results to try to find something that somebody did not like. But what I will say is the least positive review that I found was somebody who said that Lee Brice didn't bring anything new to the show, but what he did bring was consistently entertaining and showed why he has numerous gold and platinum hits. And now I'm going to give Lee Brice and the band my rating. It may seem a little superfluous to give the rating considering I've seen them so many times and I've already talked about how much I enjoy it, but I'm going to give them a flying ostrich. It is a show that even if I'm not invited to, I'm still going to try to find a way to go when they're in the area. They always put on a good show, it's always entertaining, and I always have fun. And I'd like to thank Lee and the band for hosting me, giving me that all-access pass. I'd like to say thank you to the crew who put up with me, even though I was probably in their way, even if they said I wasn't. And I'd like to thank you for letting me take some shots of the show and using them in this video. I really appreciate it. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And if you want to hear more reviews like this one, please subscribe to my channel. Other than that, that's all I've got. I'm EJ, and this is I'd Review That.